This is the plaintiff, Patricia Jankowski. She says she used to date the plaintiff, loaned him her car, and he hit something in the road and damaged it. The lazy guy refuses to compensate her for the damage he himself caused, and she has no other choice but to sue the loser, here and now in court, for the $3,271.42 she's owed. This is the defendant, Keith O'Neill. He says he admits driving over a small piece of wood in the road. But even the mechanic said the damage the woman's suing for could not have been caused by hitting a piece of wood. The generally mean and possessive plaintiff is just trying to take advantage of him and is going for a big payday here. He's accused of hitting a bump in the road.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Patricia Jankowski, yes. You are suing your former boyfriend, Keith O'Neill, for $3,271.42 in damages to your car, a ticket he got while borrowing your car, and $2,000 of that is for pain and suffering because he generally causes you pain and great suffering, I guess. Go ahead, yes. Talk to me. Tell me what happened.
Okay, his mom died in March, and I felt really bad.
Sorry to hear that.
I felt really bad about it, and he asked me if he could use my vehicle because he was driving a hoopty and he didn't want to drive it. So I told him, okay, he could use my car. When he came back, he called me on his way back and said, oh, I got to get off the phone. I just hit something in the road. And so I've got to stop. Something fell out of a truck.
Now, when you loaned him the car, were you guys dating?
Oh, no.
You had dated long ago?
Long ago.
How long is long ago?
6, 7 years ago.
Okay, but you had reconnected?
No, we had been friends, just friends, and he became like homeless. He had nowhere to go after his mom passed away because he was living at her home. And so he asked me if he could live at my home, and against my better judgment, I let him take a room.
And all this is after he wrecks the car?
Yeah, it was more after.
Okay, so he's driving back from the funeral, he's talking to you on the phone, and then he says, oh, I gotta go, I just hit something.
Yes.
And then does he call you back? That's not a sound you want to hear when someone's driving your car.
He said, I'll be home in a little while.
Okay.
And then when he came home, he had the accident.
And what was the accident? What happened?
I was actually driving down the road, 590, heading back to her house from Henrietta. I was driving, talking to her on the phone. My phone was set on the seat, and a car swerved to the left. And before I had time to react, the thing that the car was swerving from was a piece of wood that was in the road. The truck did not drop anything. It was in the road. As far as how it got there, I have not a clue.
And what was it?
Okay, it was a piece of wood. I don't know the size. I mean, I just know that it was a piece of wood because when I got back to the house, there was fragments of wood stuck up underneath the piece of metal that was bent. Now, that's the only damage I did. As far as anything else, I know for a fact that she's loaned that car to many people in the past. All the time she loans her car out to everybody. They take it for days on end. And for her to go and claim that I did all that damage is not right as far as I'm concerned.
Well, who the heck else are we going to look at other than the guy who we know ran over something and hurt the undercarriage? Because you end up taking the car to the mechanic, and they say there's all this undercarriage damage.
Right.
And you're suggesting I look to somebody else who we don't know, rather than you, who we do know, ran over something.
You see, I can take claim for, yes, I did run something over.
Well, you did take claim.
Absolutely I did.
Okay.
But at the same time, I can't take claim for damage that there's no way I possibly could have done all that damage.
Says who besides you? Somebody else say that? There's no way you could have done?
Well, I've talked to my friends at the shop and everything, and at the same place she had that piece of metal straightened out, and they said themselves, quote, unquote, and she even said to me.
Do you have that? Do you have proof of that?
No, I don't have any proof of it, because the reason why I don't have proof is because my mechanic, the guy that works with my buddy, is not an American citizen, and it wouldn't, he just didn't want to, no, he didn't want to come. He didn't want to be involved.
Okay. Because you know how I'm always grilling people on that issue? All right. But, here we are then, Mr. O'Neill, and you're the guy who hit who ran over something with her car, but you're asking me to surmise that somebody else did other damage. It's just a coincidence that you happened to run over it as well. I can assess some of that to you, but not the whole bill, because somebody else must have, and that's just not how life works. If it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. All right, let me see the bill for the damage. And what is this about about a ticket? Did you get a ticket in the car?
No, ma'am.
I got the ticket parking on the side of the street because when I would go up my driveway or back, it would rip out on the bottom part and damage my driveway.
Okay, but then that means that you need to park the car somewhere where it's not going to get a ticket.
Well, I parked it over there and I got the ticket.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But then am I going to make him pay for it? It was a $35 ticket, and how did it become an $85 ticket?
Because he told me at first that he was gonna pay it, and he didn't, and I forgot all about it, and then by the time I got another notice, it was 85, so.
Is it true that you loan your car out to every Tom, Dick, and Harry who asks for it?
I used to let them take it. I'm never gonna do it again, and they've already been served notice. No one's taking my car again.
So he's basically saying, maybe I did some damage, but you loaned it to other people. I'm not gonna pay for all of it. What do you think?
I think he should pay for it. I mean, he borrowed the car, he broke it, pay for it. It's the right thing to do.
What do you think, ma'am?
Absolutely, I agree.
But he's saying, I didn't do all of it.
Yeah, I think he should pay, but there's no way of proving it, so.
Well, but if there's no way of proving it, then the question is it her burden to prove it, or is it his burden to prove it, going inside the courtroom?
Did anybody else run over something in the middle of the road?
Nobody else did anything.
How do you know?
What do you mean, how do you know? Because that's a bizarre thing to have happen. Because it doesn't happen every day. It's one thing to say, oh, wait, what do you mean there's bumper damage? Well, that could have been anybody. Yeah, but this is sort of unique.
Yeah, but at the same
But
time,
and you know what? You got a really bad attitude for somebody who borrowed a car and then did this and then has paid zero towards helping to repair. Why is your attitude so bad?
My attitude is bad because I told her as soon as I had a truck for sale, as soon as I sold my truck, I told her I would have given her the money to fix the car. She couldn't wait that long, so she convinced to take me to small claims court for this. And
according to you, he was flaunting his money. Tell me about that.
Your Honor, this was in March when he had the accident, and I was flipping out. I'm going to tell you I was. When he had the accident, he was saying, oh, don't worry about it, take care of it. And then he tells me, no, he said to the friend, I got the money right now, and I could pay her right now. I'm not giving her a dime.
What was he mad at? Why wouldn't he pay you?
Just because he wasn't going to give it to me. I guess he wanted me to turn it into my insurance company, or I got a settlement from one of my lawsuits that I had for my injuries, and he had said
That's your money. That's not for him.
Right, but he had said
So
he
do you ever confront him with the fact that he already sold his truck?
I finally did. That's
And
what
what
this
did he
whole
say to
suit
you?
is all about. That's what this whole suit is all about.
What did he say to you when you confronted him?
He didn't say anything. I just took it to court when I found out that he sold his vehicle. I never said anything to him until I filled out the paperwork, and then I said it, and he goes, so sue me. That's what he told me. Just sue me.
Is he still living in your house?
Oh, no.
How did that end up?
I pulled a red carpet up and said, see ya.
Okay.
It's very stressful for
Mr.
me.
O, it's very stressful, but you know, sometimes we're the cause of our own stress because we
Right.
don't eliminate the stress. But I think you've figured it out and you're going to eliminate the stress from your life. You realize he's not like your ward. You don't have to support him. You don't
I
have
realize
to.
nobody is going to be my responsibility anymore.
Yeah,
Can I
because
show you
my
something?
worry is that he's just one guy, he's coming and he's gone, but what about the next person? I
Oh,
want to make sure that you
I
don't
have
end up
not
there.
had a relationship, really a
Have
relationship.
a relationship.
I don't
you
want
just
one.
don't have to give them
Because-
room, board in your car.
No, I'm just saying because of this. Can I show you something when I want to tell you why all the stress and aggravation I've been going through?
Do you mean the $2,000 you're suing for pain and suffering?
Yes.
Yeah?
Can I show that? Okay, he was well aware that I had had can I show you these?
Sure.
I had had a compound fracture, two major surgeries in the matter of 6 weeks, plus I had just had my rotator cuff surgery. Rotator cuff, excuse me.
Ooh.
Okay, so I had been dealing with a lot of anxiety as well as pain. Pain I could deal with, I deal with it all the time. But physical pain is one thing, but emotional pain is another. And the more I ask him for the money and the lack of respect toward me and the attitude of like whatever has caused me a lot of stress. I've been through enough already. This I didn't need on my plate.
Okay, and I understand that, and I understand why you feel that he's a jerk, but people can't collect
I do.
in court because someone else is a
do.
jerk. Okay,
Okay.
I realize, I read your complaint. I see where you're talking about how at a time when your arm was in a contraption and he could have helped around the house. Did he help? Did he help you at all? According
No.
to you, he helped you this much.
He mowed
Okay.
the lawn a couple times, but I had a big peony one day. It was like 100 degrees, and I dug a hole, and I said, could you please help me get this peony in the hole? He said, no, I fell in the thing and finally just left it and it died. Thank you very much for helping me.
All right, but that's not actionable. Okay, the whole he doesn't help around the house part, or he's a jerk, or he put me through a lot of stress. I can't believe he wouldn't pay me.
Yeah.
What you get to come to court to do is to be made whole on something where somebody did you wrong. He did you wrong. I think you're entitled to have a rental car because whether you need the car every day or not, it's yours to loan out to whoever the heck you want or not. And you are entitled to have a car at your disposal if you feel like having one or not. So I am going to order him to pay you the $1,186.42 because he has zero defense to this other than like, did not. I know I ran over something, but maybe somebody else also did, which is absurd. But I'm not going to order him to pay you for pain and suffering. And the ticket, the choice of parking it there was yours. I realize what you're saying, that you didn't want to bring it up because it was going to, but you would have had to make some other arrangement, obviously. You can't just, leave it in a place where it's going to get a ticket.
No, I just thought that once I got it
then
fixed.
ignore the ticket and make it from $35 to $85. Okay. I am ordering him, however, to pay the $1,186.42 plus, of course, your filing fees. That's my verdict.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Here comes the defendant after, losing this case. Come on in here. She says the days of the free ride are over.
It was not a free ride by no means.
No, in what sense? No. I mean,
in every aspect of the word.
No.
I mean, it was total.
Because that's what it looked like. This is your chance to change the perception.
You see, I was not free riding anything. I took care of the lawn a lot more than one time. I helped her out a lot. I fed her a lot. I did a lot of things for her. She was just returning a favor to me by loaning me her car. And me being the honest person I am, admitting to the fact that I did run something over, not hiding it. And whoever did the rest of that damage underneath the car, God bless them. Because
she was there when you needed her, though, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
I'm not saying anything trash. I'm not trashing her in any way, shape, or form. But the bottom line is, I didn't do all that damage.
All right, you head right down this way and come on in here. He says, you heard him. He says he did a lot for you too. Did he? What's going on here?
Nothing. It's just that I'm the kind of person, if somebody needs something and I can help them, it doesn't matter really the way the person treats me is the way I'm going to respond.
Well, he says it wasn't a free ride. He said he responded in kind.
Oh, my God. Okay, I'm going to let him say what he wants to say, but I am not in agreement with that.
All right, Harvey, it's yours.
Okay, Kurt, this is called a loan for use, which basically means if you borrow somebody's property, like a car, you have to use great care. That's an extremely high standard, and you can't just speculate that somebody else may have caused damage too. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.